If you are a content creator trying to get paid with brand deals, coach trying to get paid with your clients, sending out invoicing comes with a job. Personally, for me, it is difficult to create an invoice. I've tried Numbers on Apple as well as Stripe, and I'm not tech savvy. I accidentally overcharged a client in the past. I had to reach back out to them saying, hey, you overpaid me. So that's why I'm super excited of Snipfeed's new feature, how to create an invoice. And I know it's most likely going to take you less than 5 minutes. If you don't know what Snipfeed is, I'll link a previous video. Pretty much you can sell anything on here, especially if you don't have a website, haven't been able to invest in a website for beginners and people who are not tech savvy. This is a very good alternative. Let's get straight into it. I'm here sharing my screen. You're going to go all the way down on the left side. It's going to be invoices. Press new invoice. Automatically take you into an invoice like this. First things first, you want to make sure to add some sort of logo if you had one, or something that makes you look legit. Required? Absolutely not, but it's a nice touch. Next thing, make sure that you address them if you can. I would definitely add a billing address, but a lot of the times it may not be needed. Recently with brand deals, because they're paying me directly to my account. But a lot of times with clients, like if you're a coach, they may need that billing address. So make sure that you ask. Depending on where you're located, you can change the currency. I'm in California, so we're going to add that. Here is your description. Make these are your line items, okay? Be specific about what you are charging for. If you're a coach and you are charging like per session, you're giving them like 5 sessions or 5 calls, let them know. For example, it's a 40-minute coaching call. And because I'm giving her 5 of these, there you go. I'm going to be charging her 5 at whatever price. Next thing is, let's say that aside from this, she wants an additional type of training. So there you go. Depending on you, you can charge them text or not. I'm personally not going to, but this is the really cool thing that you can request a payment either now, like today, please pay within the next 7 days, or a custom due date. So you have your line items, which are the description. You have the pricing. So I'm going to be honest, I don't love Afterpay only because it can come up on your credit history like a credit card. So if you do not pay it up front and things like that, that's just me. So for me, if my client says, okay, I can't pay the full 1,000, the full 2,000, I would rather have multiple invoices. Does that make sense? Next, add a memo. And here's a few things that you can do. Let's say that you have a brand deal and they want to work with you. They said, send me an invoice, but they want to pay you directly to your bank account. So this is where you're going to put it. You're going to say, so pretty much you put everything that you need in the memo on the bottom of the invoice. Another thing you can do is add certain type of dates. For example, I have another brand coming up and I have to deliver 3 different videos on certain days. That is where you list the dates out. Clearly it's not 2000, okay, it's 2023. But this gives you that. You can also say second invoice delivered 30 days after. Does that make sense? So basically, these invoices need to be very clear. Hopefully, it never happens to you. But if something happens, like they haven't paid you yet or they're like super late, maybe it's because you weren't super specific. So obviously, make sure that you read your contract. I know this is not a branding thing, but I'm just talking about invoices and specifically like you need to make sure that you're super specific about this. Okay, cool. I edit it. I'm going to save and publish. So you send it, and here are 3 different options that you can do. Number 1, you can just copy paste the link and send it to your person. It's going to look something like this. The memo is going to be on the side, and they can check out. Very simple with either PayPal card. They'll tell you everything, the line items, everything specifically to this client. The next thing that you can do is email them that invoice. Here's the thing though, pause for a second. Yes, that's great that they have this option, but for me personally, I would make sure that I send a personalized email. Hey Maria, I created the invoice for you. Just kind of go over everything and then send them that email. The third option is download the PDF. And it's going to look something like this. So honestly, I would download this, send this to them, and send them the link on where they could pay it. I definitely want to have another video that goes in depth on just really getting paid as creators, coaches, especially if you're a beginner, because that's the scariest part. Like, how do I ask for money and all of that? Check out Snipfeed because it doesn't just send out invoices. It does so much more than just invoices. This just the cherry on top, the thing that I've been waiting for. So I'm personally excited. If you want to explore it, you can use Work with Denya. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a video. But other than that, I'll talk to you soon.